Welcome to Sunshine Cathedral's Queer God Squad. It's Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. I am Bishop Darrell Watkins, the Senior Minister of the Sunshine Cathedral. With me today are Bishop Robert Griffin, he's my husband, you know, Reverend Dr. Ann Atwell, and Reverend Kevin Tisdall. We are the Queer God Squad. Visit sunshinecathedral.org to learn more about us.
Queer God Squad was created by Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission to explore the value of faith in the LGBTQ community. There is no streaming TV show like this in the entire world.
In 2025, we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of Hotspots magazine, the 5th anniversary of Queer News Tonight with nearly 10,000 stories and 10 million views in 2024. We are producing Pride Fest Diversity Pride and Pride Fort Lauderdale.
We are the largest nonprofit LGBTQ media organization in America, and we encourage you to support our mission to inform, entertain, and educate our community and allies.
This is the Sunshine Cathedral Perspective. Another gay imam leaves this world. Imam Daayiee Abdullah, born in 1954, died in 2025, returned to Allah recently. He was the author of Progressive Islam, The Rich Liberal Ideas of the Muslim Faith, still available at Amazon.com. And he was the founder of the Mecca Institute. In addition to being a graduate of Georgetown, the University of Michigan, and the University of DC Law School, he also studied in Taiwan and China, where he was introduced to Islam. He then studied under Islamic scholar Dr. Taha Jaber al-Alawani. Daayiee also lived and taught for a while in Saudi Arabia, a notoriously unfriendly place for LGBTQ+ persons. He attended the Graduate School of Islamic and Social Science in the District of Columbia, but was discharged for being openly gay. He performed interfaith weddings and presented a progressive, queer-friendly understanding of Islam. He was thought to be one of about 6 out gay imams in the world: South Africa, Australia, Iran, Canada, France, and the U.S. having one each. Daayiee in the U.S. and Muhsin Hendricks in South Africa have died this year, only 5 months apart, and then there were 4. Mm-hmm. This is very significant that these people exist in the world, and it's sad that we've lost 2 sort of back-to-back. One, I guess, to health, and the other was murdered. But there are too few of these people to begin with, of these people who are out and presenting the most progressive form of their faith tradition, the most inclusive version, the most loving, most healing version of the faith. That's what we're trying to do in the Christian tradition. That's what people are trying to do in Judaism. This is what even the Baha'i faith, as peaceful and as interreligious as the Baha'i, they're still pretty homophobic. So we need each religious tradition to have these prophetic voices that say the best of our tradition really is inclusive and loving and affirming and has room for everybody. So that we've lost 2 such people recently. Robert and I knew Daayiee and have spent hours individually. I don't think we've ever had like a group discussion, the 3 of us, but individually we have spent hours talking to him, and he was funny. He had a very progressive view of Islam, a very sex-positive view of Islam. Of course, in Islam, divorce and even polygamy aren't problems. And he says that sex positivity should extend to LGBTQ+ persons. He says there's nothing in the Quran that's explicitly condemnatory of LGBTQ+ persons or relationships. And he even said things that as a non-Muslim, I wouldn't dare say publicly, saying things about the prophet's sexual proclivities. Basically, he was saying he believed the prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, enjoyed his wife very much and was probably playful and very creative in their love life or whatever. And he just said that. I mean, he believed that. He said it. I would say those things about Jesus. I don't think I would say those things about Muhammad, but he did. And so he was fun. He was very out. He was very body positive, sex positive, and sought to present Islam, which means peace, as a peaceful and loving and inclusive and life-giving spiritual tradition. And if if everyone lived it the way he did, I'd give it a serious think. The way he lived Islam is the way we all should be living Christianity if we're Christian, or Judaism, or Buddhism, wherever we are. So he was a really good guy. We're worse off without him. I hope a new Daayiee rises up, or a new Muhsin rises up to take those leadership roles.
Daayiee was a giant of a man, literally and figuratively. I mean, he was a big guy. But what I loved and appreciated about Daayiee so much was in our conversations is that whatever was going on in the world, Daayiee would always bring it back to the teachings, and it was always about peace. It was about justice. It's about looking after your fellow human being. He says, his often approach was like, we do more than the Christians teach about. And so his thing was like, we're all in this together, first of all, and yet we're talking about peace, we're talking about justice, we're talking about ending these things, and how can we do this? And as a matter of fact, the last time I talked to Daayiee was right after the Imam in South Africa, Muhsin was killed, was basically assassinated. And as of a few weeks ago, his case is still open. And so Daayiee was kind of grieving that assassination and that loss because it was one less among their ranks. And he also realizes that we are too few in our religion to hide in our closets, and we have to come out. Like, he was really beginning to challenge other imams to come out, and we have to be a witness, not only embrace who we are, our God, but also to help others in this religion, in this fight, and also help to understand the challenge we're against. And it wasn't just about sexuality and spirituality. It's like, this is who we are. This is our faith, and let's live our faith out loud and be proud of who we are. Giant of a man, he will be sorely missed. The institute that he found, his legacy will live on. That's the beauty part of that. And the teachings will live on, but we will miss our friend Daayiee.
I'm sure that you will. For LGBTQ folks in the Islam community, in the Islam faith tradition, I'm sure that he was somebody that they looked to for leadership and that kind of thing. He represented, I'm sure, for so many. And I hope that there are others who will also stand up and speak out and let themselves be known and be heard for all of who they are.
Yeah. That was the one note that I wrote down, that every religious sect needs more role models. They need to be able to see themselves in their religion so that they know that there is a place for them.
Right.
So thank you indeed.
He was funny, he was charming. He had a relationship, a long-term relationship, committed relationship way back when. And I don't know, I never knew of him having another one. I mean, may have done, but he, as far as I know, was single at the end, but he had been coupled. So yeah, he was a good, he was in DC for a while, and then Chicago, he changed his school, the Mecca Institute, was online. So you could study progressive Islam wherever you were. I don't know what's going to happen to that now that he's gone. I don't know if there's sort of a board that can keep it going, or if he had a mentee or a protege, I don't know. But it was a unique, online, totally inclusive, totally accessible Muslim school. So I hope they had some mechanism to keep it going, because that was certainly a unique gift to the world. So Daayiee, we remember you and we bless your memory. And that's today with the Queer God Squad.
Before we go, I want to invite you to check out our Performing Arts series. Yes, the season is up on us. Sunshine Cathedral Center for the Performing Arts has a great acts lined up for the 2025 and 2026 season. Here is a taste of what's coming up.
Golden Ghouls, picture it. Halloween 2025 will be on our stage one night only, October 25th.
Then on November 7th, we will welcome back Miss Coco Peru in Fuck This Shit. If this show is like her other tours de force, there will be storytelling, laughs, singing, and a moral to tie up the evening. Or maybe this one is entirely different. You'll have to come to the show to know for sure. But you already know it's going to be one of the best nights of comedy and drag artistry you will have enjoyed all year.
December 7th brings Matthew Darren's annual Holiday Fantasia. Always amazing, and this year it will again be co-hosted by Varla Jean Merman.
And in 2026, there are already some great shows lined up, such as selections from Pearly, a musical based on the play Pearly Victorious by Ozzie Davis on February the 7th. And for more information about these shows and others, and to secure your tickets, go to sunshinecathedral.org/arts.
Please like and share this episode on your social media, and look for Sunshine Cathedral on Facebook or Instagram.
You can also like our individual pages on Facebook. Remember to visit sunshinecathedral.org frequently. There you will find Bishop Talk, where Bishop Darrell and I interview queer religious leaders, activists, and scholars.
Thank you for joining the Queer God Squad today. We are here daily at 3 p.m. to have some fun and to discuss what our LGBTQ community is talking about.
Sunshine Cathedral is the world's leading progressive queer church. Progressive, queer, and God are words that naturally should go together. Remember that we're all in this together. Also remember, you are God's miracle, not God's mistake. Until next time, we are the Queer God Squad.